Kids, this is how I met your mother. It was... Wait. Before I get to that, I should really tell you the story of how I discovered the band Green Day. In 1994, I bought my first Green Day album. I was going through a punk phase. Marshall and Lily had gotten me into punk, but that's another story entirely. I did some research and this is what I found. Green Day was made up of 3 members, Billy Joe Armstrong, Mike Dirnt, and Trey Cool. They originated in Rodeo, California, a small town in the North Bay near Vallejo. Dirnt and Armstrong met in 1982 and formed a band 5 years later in '87. Trey Cool joined the band in 1990. I really liked them because they kept with the 3-chord punk rock progression. They were really similar to the Replacements, which I loved at the time. There was this one time when your Uncle Marshall... Oh wait, no, that's for later. Where was I? Oh, Green Day, right. So I went to the Bay Area in California during one of my memorable spring breaks in college. Everyone kept talking about those great, sandwiches. Yeah, the great sandwiches in Berkeley. So I thought I would hang there for a good week. I found myself at the 924 Gilman Street Club, which is known for its punk rock performances. It was one of the best nights of my life. 10 years later, I found myself in a record store and I saw that Green Day had released a new album called American Idiot. And boy, did I love that record. It was a social commentary album that brought on issues of the war in Iraq, our president at the time, and the suburban punk rock culture of the early 2000s. But before I get to that, let me tell you how awesome American Idiot was. Everybody loved the album, but it definitely stirred up a lot of discussion because of controversial topics. It sold over 14 million copies and charted in 27 countries. It also won a Grammy. It was Best Rock Album, but they were nominated for Album of the Year as well. My favorite song on the album was American Idiot. It was about being an idiot, someone being manipulated by the media and politics, someone without individualism and a mind of their own. I really identified with this song because, hey, I was in college. Everybody felt that way. I remember watching an interview one day on the news. It talked about their reasoning behind the album and what it meant to them.
American Idiot is set aside from the rest of our records and just, something to be really proud of and something that kind of stirs up discussion at the same time. The album is sort of about what's happening in the culture and anything from, CNN, Fox News to reality television, whether it's war or a bad administration right now. So it's and sort of feeling like you're not being represented the right way.
A lot of people outside the United States have this perception that everyone in the United States is represented by the president, and I, for one, am not.
It's scary anytime that you start to throw your opinion around a little bit because, people are afraid to talk about politics, but that's sort of what the times that we're in right now.
It made me want to go back to the Bay. Unfortunately, I never got to go back to the Bay until the winter of 2011. Green Day was playing at the Oracle Arena for Live 105's Not So Silent Night. It was amazing. They got the crowd really into it, and I was really into it too. The range of fans was incredible, from 11-year-old girls to hardcore punk fans like me. Or at least, I thought I was one at the time. When I got back to the city, I was as big of a fan as I was in college. Then, I found out American Idiot was going to be on Broadway. The show was pretty much the same album in theater form. It was about trying to find your identity and individualism in the midst of a big mess that is politics. This play, in addition to the album, really reached out to the uneducated voters and even the voters who weren't even 18 yet. Because of American Idiot, these teenagers were given something to chew on and, in turn, became more politically active and aware. So, kids, that's how you can use music for social justice. You guys should have never quit piano lessons. You can use your music to help others. It's all about performing arts and social justice. And kids, that's how I discovered Green Day. Oh, wait. I was telling you the story of how I met your mother, right? Well, oops.